Hi, in this video, so I'm going to show you how you can remove the front panel on your Siemens EQ300 coffee machine. It's really easy to do, so if you've smashed this or it's not responding properly and you're sure the fault is on this panel, once you buy your spare one from somewhere like eBay, it's very easy to fit. The only things we need are a Torx 10 screwdriver, so a Torx 10 bit, and also would be useful if you had some tweezers as well. So let's get started. First things first, you don't want to be electrocuted, so make sure you unplug from the mains. So you can see now this is unplugged, and we have to open this up and we have to remove the drip tray. We're also going to remove the water at the back to save spilling anything, and we're going to undo this screw here and this screw here. So we're just going counterclockwise. Now that will loosen up this top bit, but we need to get access to the ribbon cable, so we need to take off the side bit. So we're going to undo the screw at the bottom here. All these three screws are the same, and we have two screws to remove from the back. They're different. That's one, and the other one's just here. So keep the two black screws separate from the other three screws. Now to remove the side panel, all we have to do is push it towards the back, like so, and then tilt it this way and lift up. You need to lift up from the bottom here. And this is our ribbon cable here that connects this front part. So on this front part, all we have to do is lift it down a little bit, and then it will come out. So it's got these little hooks here that go into here, so you won't be able to put it straight out. You can't put it straight out, you have to go down a little bit and then lift it up like so. This is the ribbon cable here, and we need to unplug it from the board. This is where you may need tweezers. It is this connector just here, so you can see it's a white connector and it's clipped in, so it goes in this way, yeah, in this way. If we were to slightly try to push the black bit there and the black bit there, it will take the pressure off the connector. So I'm just going to gently just put my finger underneath the cable here, not too strong, and I'm just going to push down there. You see it came out there. Let me push it in again. So if you were to go down there and also up on this bit, you should find that that lifts out like so. So that's the actual connector there, and that goes into the board like that. Now the best thing to do here is take a picture, because then you'll know exactly how to put back your replacement one. So we need to go through this clip here. They're actually empty at the bottom, so they kind of, there's an empty bit from the bottom there that you can go in. We need to go out from here. Again, this is empty at the bottom. So if you try to feed it underneath like so, through that one there, and we have one more clip just at the top here. So we're going to go out from there, like so. We need to go through this hole just here, so pull it all the way through. That's it. Now, when you have your replacement one, you're going to feed it back through here again. So feed it through there nice and gently. And just put it all through, and just rest this on here and push up a little bit. There. Right, so that's through there now. We need to go under that clip just behind the spring. Make sure it doesn't get tangled in these springs. These springs do move. We want to go down on this bit here. We want to go underneath this bit here, like so. So you can see which way it goes, down through here. And then we're going to go through this bit. We're going to go underneath this bit here. So that clips in there. And this is going to be fed into here. Now I've got a bit of a twist on it, so I'm just going to twist it around the right way. So I want that to be plugged into the board like so. So let's do it where it's going to be nice. That way round, there, underneath here, and then that can be plugged into the board. And to plug it into the board, you just need to clip it into place. So if you have a look here now, just line it up like so, and push it home. There. You can feel when it's gone home, it won't go anymore. Now we need to put the side panel on, so we're going to be putting in the bottom bit first, because we have this lip here that needs to go on here. So we're going to be resting that on. It's best if you leave around about an inch or 3/4 of an inch just here, and it will allow you to push this home like that and then push it in. If you try to do it at the very edge, these are going to foul. So give yourself about an inch or so, and then just nice and gently just wiggle it home like that and push it there. You've now got to do up the 3 screws at the front. If you find that they're hard to go in, if you go counterclockwise to begin with until it clicks. So if you have a listen, there, see that noise there? And then hopefully it will go in the same thread as before, because you're only screwing into plastic. And the 2 black screws at the back. And then you can put your drip tray back in. And your water container. And then hopefully you'll now find that your panel is working again. Obviously, if it's still not working, it could indicate that there's a problem on the actual control board itself. But hopefully, if you've cracked this or water damaged this in some way, then replacing it will fix your problem. Thanks for watching.